Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a lovely day. We're using the Showers and Flowers 12x12 collection kit. We're also going to be using the Showers and Flowers dies paper. I've created with this before. This makes card making a breeze, especially for those of you who don't like to color. This sheet is for you. And to cut out my images in my dies paper, we're going to be using the Showers and Flowers die set. This is meant to go with the stamp set. Let me show you. But we're going to be using it for our dies paper today. The cards I'm creating are super quick and easy because the dies paper has the coloring done for you. I'm gonna pull some pattern papers from our collection pack. The pattern papers that I chose for my project today, I chose 3 of them. We're going to be using the Puddle jumper page, and again, these are all 12x12 sheets. I just cut mine in half and then I quartered it just to make it easier for my card making. The reverse side has some real fun raindrops with some umbrellas and some rain gear. We're also going to be using the Time to Bloom yellow tone on tone polka dot pattern paper. The reverse side is so pretty. It has some beautiful florals and bumblebees on it. And we're just going to use the yellow for our card. And then we'll also be using the Spread Your Wings pattern paper. This is some diagonal stripes that coordinate beautifully with all of our elements. I'm going to show you the reverse side. It has some really pretty butterflies. We're not going to use this side again. We're just going to be using the yellow and the stripes. So I'm going to trim down some paper, and then I'm also going to take our dies paper. We're going to take the coordinating dies here, and we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to use one of the rain boots, some clouds, both of the sentiments, and then we're also going to be using a few of our umbrellas here. I think we're going to use the green rain boots for our card, so I'll die cut these out. For my umbrellas, I'm going to use these 3. I love these 3 colors, and I'll die cut out each of these. And then I'm also going to die cut out 3 clouds. I'm going to trim away the sentiment here that says rain or shine, I'm here for you. I think that's a really pretty sentiment. And then I'm also going to be cutting out the red hello. And I believe that, let's see, I believe I have a 1-inch circle punch, and I'm pretty sure that I could probably die cut this out with a circle punch. Let's see. A 1-inch circle punch will punch this out perfectly. Okay, I have a little bit of die cutting to do, and I'll trim some pattern papers, and we will be right back. I have all my paper trimmed for my first card, and I have all of my images die cut, and they die cut beautifully. I'm going to zoom in, and we're going to do a little bit more die cutting. I have some of our yellow polka dot print paper. I'm going to lightly tack this on the very bottom of a panel that measures 5 1/4 by 3 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of my Hills and Snowbanks double stitch dies. I'm going to tack this down on the very bottom of both of my white cardstock and my polka dot pattern paper. I'm going to run this through my die cut machine just like this. It's going to create 2 wavy bottoms on my panel, and this way I can layer them both together. After we have this ran through our die cut machine, we have that nice unique curve, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and flip this around. I'm going to add some adhesive behind here, and about 1/4 inch up from the bottom of our white panel, I'm going to tack it down. I just want a little bit of a white border here. After we have this adhered, I have a 3-inch by 4 1/4 inch panel of the raindrop pattern paper. This is the one with the umbrellas and the raincoats on the back side. I want to add some adhesive, and we're going to tack this down to the very top. And then I trim down a 1/2 inch strip of the stripe paper. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. And I think I'm going to fishtail the ends here. So using my scissors, I'm going to fishtail the left and the right. making sure it's centered. I'm going to flip this panel around and I'm going to put some foam tape behind here. I'm going to remove the release paper and we're going to adhere this to our card base. Our card base today is a side folding A2 size card base. We're going to line up the top of this panel and the top of our card base here. Now I'm going to take my clouds and we're going to layer them on our middle panel, and I'm just going to use glue to adhere them. I think that's a good spot. Now I'm going to take my umbrellas, we're going to turn them around, and just using some foam squares, we're going to add those to our panel as well. After I have my umbrellas adhered, I'm going to take my hello, and we'll place this over here on the left of our panel. For bells and whistles, I'm going to add some sparkle to the polka dots on our umbrellas. Wonderful. And then for the raindrops, I'm going to bring in some of my Glossy Accents. And that will finish off card number 1. For my next card, I'm going to take this striped paper. This is a 1.5 inch strip by 5 1/4. I'm going to add a thin line of adhesive to the right side, and then I'm going to line this up on my card base. And I'm going to tack my raindrop pattern paper right next to it. I'm basically using my card base as a guide, a spacing guide. After we have these two put together, I'm going to take a circle die and I'm going to cut out a window on this panel. So I'm going to line this up and then I'm going to cut out this circle, and I will be right back. My window is cut out, my partial window I should say, and then I also cut out a circle using that polka dot pattern paper, and this circle is slightly smaller. It's about 1/4 inch smaller than the pattern paper. I'm going to flip over this panel and I'm going to put some foam tape behind here. I removed the release paper. Now I'm going to place this on my card base. And again, this is a side folding A2 size card base. And I went kind of heavy on it. This way it won't bow. It's nice and level. I'm going to also take this panel, turn this around. We're going to put some foam tape behind here. And then this is going to go right in the center of that circle. I'm going to take my rain boots. We'll add some foam squares behind here. And we're going to place this in the circle, kind of centering it. And then I'll take my sentiment that says, rain or shine, I'm here for you. And this is going to go across those boots and across that opening on the circle. I'm going to go ahead and trim down one of my foam squares. Add a little adhesive. And we will tack this down. I'm going to take some green twine and I'm going to tie a bow with it. And then just using a glue dot. And I'm going to use my craft pick and kind of roll that glue dot up into a ball. And I'm going to place it over the bow that's on this boot here. And then we can add our green bow in that corner. And then I'll trim the tails of this. I'm going to bring back my diamond stickles here, and I'm going to go over the white stripes on that diagonal stripe paper. To give that a little bit of sparkle. And then I'll do the same thing that we did with card number 1. I'm going to take my Glossy Accents and go over those raindrops. And we have one last one here. And before I go, I'm going to grab my other card. And in our 12 by 12 Showers and Flowers collection pack, there's a sticker sheet. And there's some real pretty, cute little flowers in here. I want to add some flowers. There's some single little flowers, and I'm going to turn them over, and I'm going to add a small foam square behind them. And I'm going to add a few little flowers to this card as well. I think that's just what it needs. I'm going to go ahead and bring back my sparkle and add a little bit of sparkle to those flower centers. And that will finish off my projects for today. I hope you enjoyed them and get a chance to check out the Showers and Flowers dice paper along with the Showers and Flowers 12 by 12 collection pack. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you again real soon.